What's up guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to the 16th iOS 10 jailbreak update video. And we have a lot to talk about in this one. So last week in episode 15, we talked about iOS 10.2 signing period closing, not to install AppSync, and of course iPhone 7 support coming to Yalu very soon. And in this video, we're going to be talking more about the iPhone 7 support coming to Yalu. We're also going to be talking about why Yalu's final release is being delayed, the new Cydia update, the possibility of never having to sign Yalu again, even after 7 days, some great upcoming tweaks, and more. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First of all, how crazy was the Super Bowl last night? That was just ridiculous. Let me know if you watched it and your thoughts on it below. But anyways, iPhone 7 support for Yalu. So as you guys know, a very unstable jailbreak was released for the iPhone 7 on 10.1.1 back in December, and I made a video on that. But it was very unstable and I advise you guys just to stay away from it for now. And Luca actually released 3 betas for that mock portal iPhone 7 jailbreak, but it was still very unstable after the 3rd beta. And then basically after the 3rd beta, he completely, left it behind and started working on iOS 10.2 for all devices but the iPhone 7. However, there was always a plan to release a stable jailbreak for the iPhone 7 on iOS 10 through 10.1.1. We just didn't really know when to expect that. But now in 2017, we have a much clearer picture and we can actually see why it hasn't been released yet, what's holding it up. And this is one of those reasons. So just a few days ago, Luca actually tweeted out that a bonus track for the mixtape he's featured on, if you don't have no clue about the mixtape, I'll leave a link down below to that mixtape. It's not actually Luca himself. He's featured on a few tracks, but it's not actually his mixtape. But basically he said that a bonus track for the mixtape is holding up the final release of Yalu, and that's the reason for its delay. Now he says that a bonus track is the reason for delaying the final release of Yalu, but is it really? Because looking at the GitHub page, Luca says, quote, "I don't have time to work on Yalu for a while." And this was posted late last week. So this is kind of concerning, but also Luca is just so unpredictable. We really don't know what to expect. His version of a while could be like 3 days, 4 days. We just really don't know at this point. Also, another interesting thing is that Luca hasn't thrown the word gamma out for a while. So now I'm thinking that he's actually going to just skip over the gamma release and just go straight to final, since he's talking about final now. And again, he hasn't mentioned gamma in a while. And this kind of makes sense, because the beta 6 and beta 7 of Yalu, he said were as stable as the jailbreak's going to get. So it kind of makes sense to go straight to a final after he adds iPhone 7 support. All right, now switching gears to Cydia, Sorek actually just released a new version of Cydia, version 1.1.28. after quite a few betas and a lot of bugginess going on. And now actually with this new version of Cydia, you can purchase packages inside of Cydia without having to add a beta repo or add a beta Cydia. It's now directly implemented into Cydia version 1.1.28, which is great for developers and people who just like to support developers and buy their tweaks. Now, speaking of Sorek, he is actually working on and could be releasing very soon a tool that would allow you to not have to sign Yalu every 7 days. And when he got asked about this on Reddit, he said, quote, "If you install the app today by signing it with Impactor, it will likely be your last time." So this is amazing news for non-developers because, as you guys know, if you're not a developer, if you don't pay the $99 a year for Apple's developer program, you can only sideload apps and they only last for 7 days. You can only sideload a certain amount of apps and they only last for 7 days. So basically with the Yalu application, as you guys probably know by now, you have to re-sideload it every 7 days. But now with this tool that Sorek is working on, you're not gonna have to do that every 7 days. Now Sorek has been kind of trying to keep this down on the low. He doesn't really want us to know exactly what it is just yet or who he's even working with. But I assume it's either some kind of application on the home screen or some kind of tool. I don't think it's a certificate. I don't think it's an enterprise certificate. It's possible, but the way he's talking about it on Reddit makes me think that it's not a certificate and it's something actually more than that. So this is great news once again. I mean, this is an amazing step forward and this could potentially work for other applications too in future jailbreaks. I mean, this is just great. So we're going to kind of have to wait and see what happens with this. And of course, I will make a video when it actually does get released. All right, so now let's talk about some awesome tweaks that are getting updated for iOS 10 support or have already been released. The first one is Springtomize 3, which is of course my all-time favorite tweak in Cydia. Always has been, always will be, just because it is so amazing. It can do so many things. So that is going to be updated for iOS 10 compatibility very soon. Next one is Hide Me X, which hides a lot of things in the status bar on your home screen. It just hides a ton of stuff. It does a lot of what Springtomize 3 does as well, but it does have some things that Springtomize 3 can't do. It hides some things that Springtomize 3 doesn't have the ability to remove. So that is also getting updated for iOS 10 very soon. And Eclipse 4, which gives you a system-wide night mode, was actually just released today. So you can go ahead to Cydia and purchase Eclipse 4. if you like it. Bio Lockdown also got updated for iOS 10 compatibility, and of course that allows you to put your thumbprint and your Touch ID to unlock certain applications. And of course BioProtect 2.0, which is actually my favorite. I prefer that over Bio Lockdown. That is getting released soon as well, and it's 2.0, so I'm assuming there's a lot more features involved in that. And of course that allows you to lock like toggles, so you can't respring without putting in your fingerprint, you can't reboot without putting in your fingerprint, things like that. So just a really awesome tweak. Cannot wait for that to be updated. And lastly, I just want to thank you guys for 70,000 subscribers. This has been an amazing week for me. This has been my best week on YouTube in my YouTube career. So I just want to thank you guys for the continued support, the continued likes, the continued comments. I really, really appreciate it. I also hit 5,000 followers on Twitter just before recording this video. So I'm going to hit 5,000 and then hopefully 70,000 today on the same day, which is incredible. I've also been working on a montage on my journey through YouTube. It's basically like just a montage of how I started and how I got to where I am. And I'm actually going to release that when I hit 100,000 subscribers. So I cannot wait to hit 100,000 subscribers. I care more about releasing that montage for you guys to see it than I do actually receiving the 100,000 subscribers YouTube plaque. Anyways, guys, a lot more content coming soon. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys again for all the support, and I will see you soon.